What's going on, y'all? Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you'd like to donate to the channel, the cash out to the top right corner of the video. But let's get into it, man. Because there seems to be a little bit more updates in regards to the Lil Durk case and the M for hire that he's facing. But if you don't know, Grammy-winning rapper Lil Durk is charged in M for hire conspiracy involving the slaying of Lil Pab. Now, Lil Pab was a man who had ties to a man named Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo was known to have beef with King Von and ended up getting into an altercation with King Von that caused the unaliving of King Von in the process when Lil Tim, one of Quando Rondo's friends, had stepped in and saved him. And after that transpired, Lil Durk had put money out for a M for hire for somebody to take care of Quando Rondo. After the passing of King Von and the situation that involved him, Quando Rondo, and Lil Tim, Lil Durk tried to get revenge for King Von, allegedly. However, this became a can of worms for Lil Durk and ended up becoming a big problem for him at the end. Now, the charges that Lil Durk is facing is in regards to the passing of Lil Pab, who happens to be Quando Rondo's associate when they were both involved in the LA shooting. Apparently, this became a problem for Lil Durk after the situation with Lil Pab and Quando Rondo transpired in LA. It became an issue when the co-conspirators involved with Lil Durk ended up getting him into trouble along the way. Lil Durk, co-conspirator 1, got snitched on by co-conspirator 2, aka OTF Jam. Jam just got out of jail from doing 12 years in prison and got involved in the murder for hire. Understandable he turned on Lil Durk. Lil Durk was expecting to get picked up at his birthday bash concert. With everything transpiring, Durk is co-conspirator 1, and it appears in the documents it says that he's the one that put the hit on Lil Pab, allegedly. Now, Lil Durk will be arraigned today in LA for M for hire charges. The hearing is set at 1:30 p.m. Durk is expected to plead not guilty and request bond, though prosecutors have asked he remain in custody pending trial. And in the matter of him actually going to trial, he ends up pleading not guilty, as everybody expected. Now, he pleads not guilty to the charges, and the detention hearing is scheduled for December 12th at 2 p.m. So Lil Durk pleads not guilty to the charges that he's facing. A very interesting take, but this was something that I'm not surprised that he's going to do. I mean, he has the money to go against whatever charges they throw at him. However, the situation with his co-conspirators that I was talking about just grows to get worse and worse by the day. Now, like I said in the post earlier, there's a man by the name of OTF Jam who's alleged to be one of the co-conspirators, co-conspirator 2. Now, it's also been alleged that this man could have snitched in regards to Lil Durk's situation. This man was locked up for quite some time, was released only a few months, and then got involved with this M for hire charge revolving around Lil Durk. Now, a lot of people are saying that this man could potentially be a weak link, could have potentially snitched on Lil Durk and made the situation a lot worse. But we can't forget about the people who used credit cards under Lil Durk's name, OTF credit cards, to book flights and private jets from going to Chicago to California to go and take care of whatever they had to take care of when it came to Lil Pab. But this isn't the only person that people are talking about as a co-conspirator. Remember, it's all alleged. We haven't confirmed who the co-conspirators are. Now, another person who's alleged to be a co-conspirator as well happens to be a man who works at No Jumper, a No Jumper employee that goes by the name of Brick Baby. Brick Baby has ties to Lil Durk. He has ties to No Jumper. Most importantly, this man is from California, the state where the incident had took place, the state and place where Lil Pab had lost his life. Brick Baby also has a connection with California and OTF by knowing Lil Durk back in the early days when Lil Durk started pulling up to California. So Brick Baby knows Lil Durk. Brick Baby is cool with Lil Durk. Now, there's a lot of rumors going around about Brick Baby and the things in the history and his reputation that revolves around him in the streets. Now, one of the rumors that has been spreading is that he could be co-conspirator 4 because he knows Little Durk and because there could be a possible chance that he could have given some information to get the drop on Quando Rondo while he stayed in California at the time when Little Pop was hit. Now, like the paperwork says, they think that OTF Jam is co-conspirator too, and then they think Brick Baby, the internet is saying, rumors, speculations, allegedly, they're saying that it's Brick Baby. The only thing crazy about this, as Little Durk is claiming to be not guilty, Brick Baby is still out here in the free. And for whatever reason, very strange, out of nowhere, he's been starting to act not himself. From rubbing baby oil on his body to talking obscurities about Gucci Mane, for saying out of pocket things about Gucci Mane out of nowhere. But some comments are speculating that Brick Baby is acting crazy on purpose. Some people are explaining that Brick Baby might be acting this way on purpose to dodge any type of heat, alleged heat that he might be facing. Remember, this is all alleged, guys. I don't even know for sure what Brick Baby's involvement is. I do know that he is cool with Little Durk, though, and he's talked about the situation. And the only reason why people have a problem with Brick Baby is because he spoke on Little Pop when he had a conversation with Flacco. A lot of people said because of the relationship that he had with Little Durk, because he said this in an interview or in a podcast, he ended up getting a lot of attention, a lot of unwanted attention towards him. And for whatever reason, after this, he's just been acting a little different because he's been putting baby oil on his body during a podcast. And then he's been doing a lot of strange things, like getting on an interview with Cam Capone and talking about Gucci Mane a certain way. Adam 22 removing him from the podcast. I think I saw him back on the podcast. I'm not sure if that was recent or another video, but my whole point is that this happens right after the situation with Lil Durk goes down. Brick Baby starts becoming a person of interest in the public eye because of the things that he's been saying and because of everybody thinking that he's co-conspirator for. It's just a can of worms for Little Durk at the end of the day. I think Little Durk didn't really expect all this to go down the way that he did. Or maybe he did when he has songs called Federal Nightmares, where he's talking about his homies snitching on him, when he's talking about other things in other songs that are kind of foreshadowing this moment for Little Durk. Now, as Little Durk pleads not guilty in this case, it just gives us a time to think about the situation that Little Durk had faced. The same people that are saying slide for Vaughn, the same people that were saying on the internet, the trolls on the internet that were saying slide for Vaughn, are the same people that are calling Lil Durk dumb now. The same people that are saying that what he did wasn't wise. However, those were the same people that were screaming slide for Vaughn, putting hashtag slide for Vaughn. I don't think that it was right that everybody involved, because you know what's crazy about sliding for Vaughn and all this? That was because it was a beef in regards to Youngboy and Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo and Youngboy were close. King Von and Durk were close. They had beef with those two, and they had beef with them. That a man, but at the end of the day, you know what's crazy is that there's a man by the name of Drew Finley, and he files to represent Lil Durk. This is the filing that he had to do to represent Little Durk. Now, what's interesting about this man, however, this lawyer, is that he also represents NBA Youngboy. Lil Durk hires Drew Feinling for his lawyer, who has helped many rappers beat their cases and is NBA Youngboy's current lawyer as well. So you have a man who also represents NBA Youngboy, because NBA Youngboy is also locked up currently. And now he's taking the case for Little Durk as well. Wow, small world. What are the odds? Two of the rappers who had a rap beef have now obtained the same lawyer to represent them in the court of law. Now, this is an interesting turn of events. Who would have ever expected, right? That these two men were beefing in the streets, and now they have the same lawyer to represent them in two separate cases. And just to throw this out here, guys, too, let's not forget that this man also represented King Von when King Von was alive. When King Von quoted, "One of my lawyers, you know, I got 3 of them on me. This one right here is special. I'm talking $150 special. Free to guys. At Drew Finally." Interesting, bro. How this all transpired, and they had the same lawyer the whole time. All of them had the same lawyer, this Drew Finally guy. That was another thing that I found very odd, very interesting. Like I said, this case is growing every day. It's growing every single day. It just gets stranger and stranger. Like, out of all lawyers they could have had, they had one that represented King Von and NBA Youngboy. Now Little Durk might be represented by the same lawyer, going against a case regarding Little Pop and Quando Rondo, NBA Youngboy's homeboy. It's just crazy how this all played out, and it's still playing out as I'm making this video. Who knows what else is going to come out in the later week, or what we might hear for, or what we might hear about in the near future. I just think that a lot of things are transpiring quickly, and it's only going to get bigger and more crazier as the time goes on. We get Young Thug out, but then we lose Little Durk. So we're going to see how this transpires, and we're going to see where this one goes. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about this, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace. Keep it a legend.